All right, so we're going to start out with our warm-up. So just doing a little march in place. You can either pick up the feet or just do those little heel lifts. Get the arms moving. Just get some blood pumping. So we're just going to start here. As we march, think about rolling the shoulders, bringing them up, dropping them down. Think about lifting the chest. All right. Now get those marches a little bit higher and add some arm swings. So squeezing the shoulder blades in the back, lifting the chest. Maybe getting those marches up a little bit higher. Maybe just keeping those arms out to the sides and do some big circles. Palms up, palms down. And maybe go back to those swings, giving yourselves big hugs. In and out. Keep the feet moving. And next up, we're going to work out to our squat stance. So hip distance, maybe a little bit wider. We're going to do little mini squats. Remember, hips go back, weight is in the heels, belly button's in and up. And we're going to squeeze the glutes to stand up tall. So little mini squats here, not too deep, not yet. Keep that chest lifted. Keep the ribs and hips connected. And you can see my little fan out here. His name's Fozzie. Say hi, Foz. He wants to see what's going on. Good. So stay with those mini squats. And then we're going to move to a pivot and a reach overhead. So squeezing in the back. Ready? And go. Press, pivot, reach. Reach up and over. So we want to aim for the ceiling here. I have a much lower ceiling here than I do at Bully Rock. So I would imagine I'm stretching my fingers up to touch it. Big reach. Pivoting down that back foot. Lengthening through the side. Now let's take that reach across the body. So we pull the belly button in. Reach the fingers away. Again, feeling that stretch through the side body, back of the shoulders. Pivoting through that back foot. And now let's take it down. Bring that stance a little wider. We go to a lateral lunge. So one leg straight. The other's bent. Take that reach for the knee. Take it lower if you want. Side to side. Good. I'm going to do 10 more seconds here. Good, and then we're going to pivot. Going to reach the arm up and drive that knee up. So step back, pull in. Arms up, knee up. Find the balance on that standing leg. Big reach. Pull in. Reach those hands down. Drive through that standing leg. Good. 3 more here. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Up. Good. Again, find balance on that standing leg. Squeeze that glute at the top. Hold it for half a second. Warming up those big glute muscles here. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to find that lunge stance. Drop down, make sure you're stacked. Reach up and turn towards that front leg. Hold here. Come back up and switch. Drop down. Rotate towards that front side. And switch. Drop down, maybe a little low this time. Reach up. Rotate towards that front side. And switch. Drop down. Rotate towards that front side. Good, we're going to do one more time each. Drop down into your lunge, reach. And then rock back, pull that heel up. Feel the hamstring. And switch. Drop down, rotate. And rock back. Feel that hamstring. Good, all right, so we should have that blood flowing nice and warm. I'm going to take my sweatshirt off. All right, so if you're just joining us, we just finished the warm-up. So take your time working into the class here. So what we're gonna do is every minute on the minute, we're gonna change an exercise. But first, before we get there, we're gonna do a little bit of muscle activation. Okay, so there's 6 muscle activation things to do first. And then we'll get rolling. All right, so again, if you're just joining, we just finished the warm-up. We're gonna come down to the floor on all fours. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, belly button pulled in, back nice and flat. Find that neutral spine. And remember, hands into the floor, elbow creases pointed forward, head forward, tailbone back. Inhale, belly to the floor, chest comes up. And as we go into our cow here, I want you to spread your shoulder blades up away from each other on the mat. Lift the chest up. Now on the reverse, as we exhale, you're going to push the mat away. And you're going to spread your hands away from each other to get fuller flexion through the back. Come back to that neutral spine. Inhale, up. And exhale, press away. And inhale, up. And exhale, press away. And inhale, spread those hands apart as you push into the floor. And exhale, squeeze those hands together as you push into the floor. Tuck that tailbone, tuck your chin. And we have time for one more rep here. And press away. Good, find that neutral spine, belly button in, back flat, toes tucked. Lift those knees up, find our hover here. So we're keeping that nice long neutral spine. You can do little nut pulses, driving the knees out if that helps you. 15 seconds here, elbow creases forward. We're not dumping into the shoulders. We're nice and active through the entire core. Hold. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come up to our down dog. In down dog, you can pedal the feet. 1 foot at a time. Keeping that belly scooped, pressing the heels down. Lengthening through the hamstrings and the calves. Bring your right foot forward. I'm going to bring it outside that right hand. So maybe bring your hand in a little bit and swing that right foot through into our runner's lunge. So we're here. Back knee lifted up off the floor. Rocking a little bit front to back. And now see if you can rotate that front knee, front hip. Just make circles with the knee. Feel that nice rotation through that hip joint. Take that circle the other way. Good, and put your left hand right underneath your left shoulder. Reach that right one up. Find that nice rotation and length. Keeping that back knee lifted. And hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand back down, step it back. Find down dog. Again, pumping the heels, or maybe this time you just hold that down dog. Foot through. So bring your left hand in a little bit. Bring that left foot through, finding the runner's lunge on this side. Knee up. And rocking front to back. And doing those knee circles. Lubing up that hip joint. Circle one way. Circle the other way. Right hand under right shoulder, rotate open, picking up that back knee, hold. And coming back down, finding down dog one more time, and then from here, walking all the way in. We're gonna finish our muscle activation with our sumo squat, forward fold. You can tuck your toes underneath, or sorry, your fingers under your toes if you want. Drop your hips, lift your chest. Elbows can go inside the knee or wherever it works. You can bring the hands up or all the way up, stand up. So we're gonna do 4 of these. Drop down, chest comes up. You can do arm up, stand up, drop down, chest up. So as the hips come down, chest comes up, Keep that nice proud chest. We have 2 more. Arm up, stand up, using those glutes. Big squeeze at the top, last one. And up, good stop. All right, so like I said, every minute on the minute, we are gonna do 2 sets. Each one has 4 exercises in it. We're gonna start. This is where you need both your wall, if you have one, and your towel. So like I said, I'm just using my sweatshirt, but if you have a towel, you wanna roll it up the long way and just have that handy, okay? So first thing we're gonna do, squats, finding your squat stance, wherever that is for you. Toes forward, toes out, hip distance a little bit wider. Start down, and we take big circles, reaching up, squeezing the glutes at the top. We're not reaching those arms behind us, we're just reaching them up as high as we can get to the ceiling. Drop down, so think hips to heels. We're not bending over. Touch those fingers to the floor. We're dropping the hips. Ready? Hold the top, switch direction. Big squats. Big arm circles. Squeeze the glutes to the top. Good. We're here, 15 more seconds. Squeeze the glutes at the top. And next up is our wall sit. So you're gonna find that space on the wall. If you don't have space on the wall, you're welcome just to hold that squat. So we're gonna come here, coming down, dropping to 90 degrees if you can, shoulders back. If you don't have a wall, find a squat at any depth that works for you and hold that. All right, so we're here for a minute. And get eyes on everybody. How's everybody doing? Good? I know some people are out of the screen on the wall sit. Do what you can. If you need a break, stand back up. Take it. Keep going. All right, we're here. Shoulders back if you're on the wall. Wiggle those toes. Your weight should not be your toes. It should be more back towards your heel. But try to find a balance between the ball of your foot, big toe, pinky toe, heel, ball of your foot and your heel. All 3 points of a triangle. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Stand back up. We're out of our wall sit into lunges. Now this is where you need your towel or your whatever you have. You're going to step on it with your front foot. That is your front foot in your lunge. And then you're going to grab the towel, and you're going to come down, choke up on it so you're pulling, you're giving tension on it. Now we're going to do little pulses, little lunging pulses. Can't come all the way up because the towel won't let us. Keeping that the shoulder blades squeezed back, chest lifted. Think about that triangle on the bottom of your foot, right? Heel, big toe, pinky toe. Work is done here in that front hip. Straight up, straight down. Keep those hips pointed forward. And what is that back glute doing? Right. Ready rotation. Out of those hips, straight down, straight up. Keep tension on that towel for 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We switch sides. So put it under the other foot. Step back, find your lunge stance. Still keeping our stack, keeping tension on that towel. And we go, down and up. All right, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Again, that front hip, doing the work. Don't let that foot roll out to the pinky toe. Keep it anchored right in the center. Back glute squeezed. Keep tension on that towel. Not letting you come all the way up. Good, we have 15 more seconds here in this. Good, and 5, 4, 3, step it up. We go right into our last leg here. So we're gonna do a hip hinge. We've done that a lot, but I want you to start with your back leg, toe on the floor, hands on the hips. Remember, in the hip hinge, your hips are your hinge, your head to your tailbone is your door. And that door is nice and straight and long. We hinge, and we step up. And we hinge, and we step up. Standing leg glute nice and tight, hinge, and step up. Play around with the bend in that straight leg. Some people can do it, or some can do it straight. Some need a little bend. So what you're doing, you're feeling that stretch in the hamstring, activation through the glute. All right, if you have it, you can turn that leg back and stand up tall. But I encourage you to put that back toe down. Focus on that hinge. We have 10 more seconds on this side. All the way to that front leg. Good, switch. Back toe back, hinge from the hip. I'm nice and long, I stand up tall. Squeezing that glute at the top. Good. Think belly button pulled in. Ribs and hips connected to each other. We're not doing any kind of arch at the top. Only big squeeze at the top is that glute. Shoulder blades are just holding a little squeeze throughout the move. Good. We have 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. And we go back to our squats. Find our squat. Actually, sorry. You got 30 seconds rest. Then we go back to the top. So shake those legs out. 4 leg exercises, one right after the other. Second time through, minute for each. Focus on the floor. Remember, this class is yours. There's nobody around you. You can't look at anybody. Compare what they're doing to what you're doing. Focus on yourself. What are you doing? What muscles are working? What does your body need today? Please listen to it. Squats, ready, and circles. Reaching up. Squeezing those glutes at the top. How high can you reach? How wide can you reach? How tight can you squeeze those glutes at the top? How low can you go? Hips to heels. Good, that's 30 seconds. Let's change direction. Circling the other way. Nice, so we want to use our lower body as our driver here. And then we're moving out of that core, challenging with that arm length. Good. 15 more seconds. Good. Reaching up. Big circles. Keep going. Good. Good job, Elaine. Good job, Deb. I see you guys. Keep those circles. Next up is our wall sit. Drop down 90 degrees if you can get there. If not, do what you can. If you're in a squat, you can just come down and hold. You can put a little pressure on the inside of those knees and get the knees pressing in. You get a little core activation if you're not using that wall. Keep going. We've got 30 seconds left on this wall sit. Keep going. Good job, Carolyn. I see you. I think everybody else is out of my screen right now. Keep moving. Good. 20 seconds. And 10. Good. 3, 2, 1. Come out of that. Find your towel, your sweatshirt, whatever you're using. Remember, it's under that front foot. Put it right in the middle. Step back, find your lunge, choke up on your towel as much as you need. You want to keep tension on it the whole time. Dropping down and coming up. Here we go. Keeping that back glute nice and tight, right? This one, nice and tight. This one is doing the work. The other one's stabilizing. Down and up, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. We're gonna go a minute on each side. Do a little less than 30 on this side. Remember, big toe, pinky toe, heel. Find those points. Keep balance between those points. Keep tension on that towel. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and switch sides. Other foot in front, step back, make sure you're stacked, down, and up. Keep pulling on that towel. Get a little upper body here. What should your upper body be doing? Shoulder blades should be back, chest should be lifted. Good. Big toe, pinky toe, heel. Balance. Good. 30 seconds left on this side. And then we finish with our hinge. Good. Straight down, straight up. How deep can you go for the last 15? Keep tension on that towel. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put the towel to the side. Hands on the hips. Back foot, start out with that toe down. You can pick it up as we get into it. Ready? Hinge. Stand up tall. Hinge. Stand up tall. That glute, your standing leg, should be squeezed tight at the top. Ribs and hips connected. Torso long. Feel this in your quad, your hamstrings, and the glutes. Good. We have 20 more seconds on this side. Ten seconds. And switch. Good. Back leg. Toe touches. Hinge. And up. It's not a lunge. We did the lunges. Hinge. And up. We're pushing those hips back. Hinge. And up. Imagine you're trying to touch your tailbone to the wall behind you. Hinge back. Stand up tall. Hinge back. Stand up tall. You're going to feel a stretch in that hamstring. That's what we need. Stretch in the hip flexor. Need that as well. 20 more seconds here. Good. Hinge. Stand up tall. Hinge. Stand up tall. 10 seconds. Hinge. Stand up tall. Hinge. Tall. One more. Hinge. And stand up tall. Good. Shake out the legs. We have 30 seconds off here. We're going to move to set 2, right? Set 2, same thing. Every minute on the minute. We change exercises. We have four exercises. We're going to start out on the floor. Actually, I think all of them are on the floor. So go ahead and get your mat ready. We're going to start out with on our feet and our hands, doing the Maryland crab. So we're going to come down here, feet hip distance. I want to see me this way. Feet hip distance can go wider if you need more support. Fingers point to the tailbone. Ready? Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, and up we go. Find that crab position, right? Now you can do hips down and up. You can do arms. You could do both, right? So we're here for a minute, and maybe alternate between just the hips going up and down, squeezing them at the top, just like we did in our squat and our hip hinge, right? Squeezing them tight, squeezing that $100 bill between the cheeks, ready? Or you can just do arms only, keeping the hips still. Or you can do some of both, arms, then hips, arms, then hips, whatever you pick. We're here for 15 more seconds. Keep that chest lifted. Good, and come on down. Next up, we're gonna find our boat pose. So find those sits bones, move stuff out of the way if you need to, walk those feet in. Ears, shoulders, hips, we're stacked on a diagonal, pick up those feet. So we can hold here. Option 1, you can let go. Option 2, you can take those arms out and bring them alternately in and out. Option 3, we're here for a minute. You can also go arms up and down. You can straighten out a leg. Lots of options here, but the one option that is not is to round that back. We don't want to collapse in here. So keep that chest lifted, shoulders spun out. Chest is on a string, we're lifting it up to the ceiling. We're open, or we're going overhead. Keeping that space between the ribs and the hips as tall as we can. Grabbing the back of the knee whenever you need a little help to sit up taller. We have 15 more seconds here in our boat pose. 10 seconds left. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. We're going to come down to the floor. You're going to make a diamond shape. You can see that with your hands, fingers spread wide. And you're going to surround your tailbone with your thumb and forefinger. So put that tailbone between in that diamond. In the middle of that diamond, arms into the floor. I want you to press those arms into the floor a little bit. Lift the chest. Bring the legs up. Straight leg. Option number 1. Bent leg. A little bit easier. Take it if you need it. Ready? Alternating leg lowers. So we're doing 1 and then the other for 30 seconds. Now, if you need easier, bend the knee, right? Shorter lever makes it a little easier. So adapt, do what you need to do. Remember, listen to your body. Do what it needs. Okay, so for second 30 seconds, you can keep with these alternating leg lowers, or you go to double. You can lower both. Make sure your low back's not peeling away from your thumbs here. Remember where your thumbs are, they're in the low back. Don't let your back lift away. Good, 15 more seconds. Good, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock up. We're gonna come over to our hover that we found earlier in our warm-up. Tuck the toes, all fours, neutral spine. So your option is here, holding, or coming up on the knees. Remember, the knees are just lifting. We're gonna hold here for 10 seconds. Remember, hands into the floor, spread them apart from each other. 3, 2, 1, come back down. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, pull the belly button up and in. Ground your hands in the floor, elbow creases forward, head forward, ready, and come up and hold for 10 seconds. Flat back, hold for 3, 2, 1, come down, shake out the arms, we have 2 more. Engage those lats, the space should be working with here, right? All together, and go, lift up and hold, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Big inhale. Exhale. Hands to the floor. Head forward. Belly button in. Pull it 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 in. Back flat. Ready. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. We have 30 seconds off. And we're going to do that set one more time. So going back to our Maryland crab hold. Everybody good? All right. Everybody's good. We got 15 seconds. Shake out the arms a little bit. Again, listen to your body. Give it what it needs. Be very mindful of how things feel. Okay, setting up, fingers to butt, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest. Here we go. And again, moving the feet closer, further apart. Start with the hips. You can do just the arms. You can do both. All right, we're 45 seconds left. Good. Keep that chest lifted. Keep the glutes working. Whether they're going up and down or you're holding. Keep those glutes active. Don't let them fall asleep. Good. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Boat pose. Find it. Honor this space. Keep this space. Don't lose that space. Don't allow that back to around. Just like we had in that hover, that flat back. Keep that here. Belly button pull the spine. Shoulders rotate open. Chest lifts. Hold on to the knees. There's nothing wrong with that. If you look at me from the front, I got my elbows out to the side. My shoulders are open. You want to do a rotation. Focus on keeping that core tall. If you want to go up, we're reaching up and down the Danta challenge. Do both arms. One at a time. Add to that challenge however you want. Good. We are 15 more seconds here in our boat pose. Good, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down onto the floor. Remember our diamond shape. Tailbone goes right in the middle. Those fingers are spread wide. That puts your thumbs right in the small of your back so you can feel whether you're lifting away or not. Legs straight up, one leg down, and back up. Okay? Focus on, as you lower one leg, how still can you keep the other leg? Okay? Control on both sides. Don't just focus on the moving leg. Focus on the straight leg. Keep it as still as you can. Good. So coming up on 30 seconds. For the last 30, you can add the double leg lower or just stay here with the single. Bending the knees whenever you want. Ready? And go. Last 30. Good. Last 20. Last 15. Keep going. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And our coffee table position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, toes tucked, belly in, pull it in. Nice and straight, come up and hover, hold. Hold. 10 seconds, hold on each. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, come back down, take a little break. Shake out the hands a little bit. Remember, we don't want to put a lot of weight in the wrist. Spread those hands apart. Ready? And go up 10 seconds. So if you had tissue paper between your hands, you're splitting it right down the middle. And hold. For 3, 2, 1. Come down. We have 2 more. 10-second holds. Ready? Back flat. Good stuff, Karen. I can see it. And go. 10 seconds. Good, Karen Smith. Good back. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and down a little bit. Get them out of your ears. Think head forward. Shoulders out of the ears. Good. That's it. And down. 1 more. Big inhale. Exhale. Blow it all out. Pull that belly button to the spine. Straight back and go. Shoulders out of the ears. Lengthen as if somebody's got a string on the top of your head pulling it forward. Ears are not earrings. Are you sure? Your shoulders are not earrings. 3, 2, 1. Come down. And back into child's pose. Good stuff, everybody. All right, we're gonna finish with just a couple of core exercises to cool down with. I think I have about 4 minutes. So we're gonna get just a couple more core moves in here. Core and stretch. So we're gonna start here on our back. Bringing your right knee into your chest. I want you to left knee into your chest, lengthen out your right. Now you're gonna send your left up to the ceiling. So we're keeping that long extended leg lifted off the floor, bringing our head and shoulders up. We're gonna give a little tug on the back of that knee, pulling it towards our face. And we're gonna switch. So just a little Pilates leg pull here, nice and slow and controlled. Stretching through the hamstrings, keeping the low back pressed into the mat, right? Lengthen as you lower, lengthen as you lift. Slow and controlled. Good. We're gonna go here for 30 more seconds. Take a break by putting your head and shoulders down if you need to. Get that nice hamstring lengthening. We're not rocking in the hips, they are still. Good, 15 more seconds here. Good. All right, and let's bring your left knee bent, foot flat, right leg extended. Now this time it is gonna be on the floor, but you're gonna extend that heel long, and then you're gonna press down the back of the heel into the floor. Take your hands, put them in the small of your back so that your fingers can be squished by your lower back here. Big inhale and exhale. Pull your belly button into your spine. Squish your fingers with your low back. Squish it tight. Now, we're not doing a crunch. We're lifting the head and shoulders as if your nose is on a string. Come straight up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. The girl curl-ups here, very good for the back, very safe for the back. We're not flexing the spine. Big inhale, exhale, pull the belly button in, squish the fingers. Nose to the ceiling, shoulders come up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down, pull the belly button in. Keep the ribs and hips connected to each other. Keep that length. We're not rounding the spine. Ready, and go. Come up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have 2 more on this side. Make sure you're extending through that long leg. Big inhale, exhale. Squish the fingers. Nose comes straight up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. 1 more. Big inhale. Exhale. Squish the fingers and come on up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. All right, other leg extended, big inhale. Exhale, roll the belly button up and in. Squish the fingers and come up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come down, big inhale. And exhale, squish the fingers and come up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come down. Big inhale, exhale, squish the fingers. Come on up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and last one. Big inhale and exhale. Squish the fingers. Come on up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Bring both knees in. Give a big hug. As you pull your knees in, press your tailbone to the floor. Actively pressing it into the floor, lengthening through that spine. Big inhale and exhale. And inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Pull those knees in, rock up, flip over onto your belly. Just gonna finish here. Arms and legs extended, make your body an X. Reach from right fingertips to left toes. Don't pick anything up, just extend, reach. Long, long, long. Now do the other side. Extend, reach away. Don't lift, just reach. Right to left, reach, extend. Left to right, reach, extend. One more time each side. Good, bring those hands in, press up to all fours, press back to child's pose. Walk those hands forward, take a big inhale, up, and exhale down. And do it again, big inhale up, and exhale down. And one more, big inhale up, and exhale down. And release. All right. So